Hello everyone, welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with Newcastle United, and today we are pushing on with our Premier League campaign. We've got one game left to play in the Champions League group stage. We've already qualified for the knockouts. It's about making sure we top the group. Before that though, we've got big games away against Everton and then at home against league champions Spurs. That'll be a big one. With Sunderland away after the Champions League group decider match. Then we finish up the episode with home games against Leicester and Middlesbrough, setting us up for a nice Christmas run of games against teams that we should be beating. So we need to make sure we win today. Everton are a tough team. They're doing well this season after a couple of shaky seasons. We've got a pretty strong team going out there. Leroy Sané and Correa supporting Divock Origi at the front line. Phil Jones is having to fill in at defensive midfield because we've had a few injury problems in that area. But the defence is pretty much full strength. Michael Keane coming in to fill the gap left by Jones. Babarahman on the left flank pulls it back to Correa. He steps inside a defender. It's run for Leroy Sané. Back across to Correa, who heads it just wide. Oh, Babarahman has fouled Mkhitaryan in the penalty area, and Everton have got a penalty. Up steps Asensio. Saved by Murray. He's a brilliant penalty stopper. Kovacic keeps the ball, finds Origi. He's having a little run. He's going to have to do it on his own, I think. He goes for goal. Good save by Jimenez. Kovacic finds Sané, edge of the area, into Wijnaldum, who touches it home. We're 1-0 up after 68 minutes. Asensio with the last second free kick for Everton. It's in towards Tar, who's hit the post, and Marcus Alonso has touched it in. The 93rd minute equaliser. It's actually past the 93rd minute mark that we've been pegged back by Everton. Too late for us to do anything. The whistle should have already gone by the time that free kick was kicked into the area. And there it is. The full-time whistle does go out at about 94 minutes instead of 93. And Mourinho would be fuming if that happened to him in real life. I'm not happy that it has either. I can't believe we conceded, having been so dominant in that game. We're now just 1 point clear. Right, it's a big match against Spurs today. We are at home. They are struggling down in 6th place. They need to get a win against us if they're going to climb back up the table and defend their title. We are still top of the table, but we've let a 6-point lead slip from our grasp. Stoke managing to keep pace. Still 3 points clear of United, and we've got the better goal difference. I don't know what's going on in Stoke. Something's in the water. They're having an exceptional season, but we need to try and pull away, and a victory over Tottenham will go a long way towards doing that. In terms of the team, it's the same front three. Lewis Cook is back in defensive midfield, which means Jones can drop back into the centre of defence. Otherwise, everything is the same from a rather disappointing draw at Everton. Chambers with the throw-in. Looks for a Newcastle player, but Spurs get it away. Mamana across to Phil Jones, playing it across the back. Lewis Cook with a good ball to Babarahman. Can he whip the ball in? He does. Correa's in there. It's cleared away. Lewis Cook following up. There's Babarahman to cross again. Looking for Origi. Hits the woodwork and Romagnoli gets it away. Leroy Sané back to Malagoni. Now Kovacic. Needs to look for that diagonal ball to Correa. There it is. He's got Origi inside, but instead Carl Walker has brought him down and we've got a penalty. It'll be Malagoni to take the penalty. We've not had a shot on target yet. This is hopefully going to be our first. Be a great opportunity to put us ahead 16 minutes into the game. Malagoni scores. The keeper went the right way but couldn't keep it out, and we're beating Tottenham. Leroy Sané picked out by the keeper. Now Kovacic in a bit of room in the centre finds Correa. Babarahman's free on the left if he needs him. It's Divock Origi to Sané, who scores. He's cracked that into the top of the net. 2-0 up, nearly half an hour played. Malagoni forward to Sané. He plays it out to Chambers. Players in the middle for him. Origi's there. There's Correa, who tucks it into that bottom corner, and we're leading Tottenham 3-0 after just about half an hour, as we were last season. Kovacic finds Origi. There's the ball across to Correa. Babarahman puts it across. Kovacic is in there. He's gone down under a tackle from Kazawa, and we've got a chance to make it 4. Malagoni for the second penalty of the game. Does score. Again, Lurie goes the right way, but he cannot keep it out, and we're 4-0 up. Well, there's the full-time whistle, and we are back to our best with a brilliant 4-0 win over Spurs. Excellent performance from the team that moves us 4 points clear, at least temporarily. We were the early kick-off on the Saturday, so other teams might catch up, but not a bad way to get going. We are back in Champions League action against Porto, who beat us, if you remember, in the leg in Portugal. So we need to get some revenge today. A win will put us at the top of the group and hopefully give us a more favourable draw in the knockout stages. Adam Phillips is having to come in defensive midfield because we are still struggling a little bit in that position. Otherwise, the team is as it was in the last match, and I'm hoping we can pick up where we left off against Spurs. Corner from Kovacic, whipped in at the near post. Sane chases it. Now Kovacic can send it in again. Correa's in there. There's Malagoni. Back to Phillips, who drives it home. I think that's his first goal for the club since signing for us, and we've taken the lead against Porto. Chambers out on the right, can send it in. It's cleared away, but there's Phillips again. Will he have another shot? He doesn't. It's gone in again. What a player he's turned it out to be. Adam Phillips, 2 long drives. The next Steven Gerrard. Free kick from Correa. Sent into the area. It is cleared out. Correa taking it out to the right hand side. Still 4 players in the box. He sends it in, and Sane's there when point blank range to nod it in for his 10th goal of the season. Alario loses the ball to Keane, who sends it forward. Mesa to Perez. Loses out to Kovacic, and Sane's been released at the same time. He's got Origi in the middle. Sane still going, finds Correa, who makes it 4-0. We have absolutely hammered Porto to finish top of our group. A very, very deserved victory in the end. 2 4-0 wins in a row against tough opposition shows we're back to our dangerous best. Just a little bit of news to interrupt you with, and that is that Tottenham have finally sacked Mauricio Pochettino. The champions are now without a manager. He is probably the longest serving manager alongside me in the Premier League at the moment. I'm just tempted to have a quick look at who the other managers are. We've got Carlo Ancelotti at Arsenal. Lee Johnson, whoever that is managing Liverpool at the moment. They've had a really poor time recently. I don't even know who the manager of Man City is. United still have Jose Mourinho. So me and Jose are tied at the moment. Chelsea have got to have changed their manager. It's Frank de Boer right now. Maybe Leicester still have Ranieri. I would be surprised given they've had some poor times. Their manager is actually Wes Morgan. That's quite nice. Yeah, I think we are possibly the longest serving manager at the moment. Eddie Howe's in charge of Everton. So Slaven Bilic is still at West Ham. There you go. That's one more still in there somehow. I don't know how he's survived all this time. But it's us, Jose and Slaven Bilic, I think, who have all managed to hang on to our jobs up to this point, which is quite impressive. I just thought I'd interrupt the flow of the episode with a bit of interesting news. It's time for the Tyne Weir derby now. We're away at the Stadium of Light on the back of 2 impressive 4-0 wins in a row. We've got a few players back. Z Gomez back up top, leading the line. Lewis Cook also back in the defensive midfield area. Both strong additions to a team that crushed Porto. I'm hoping we can do the same and get a big win against the scum. Free kick for Jordan Lukaku. He sends it in. Mamana clears it out. Magnussen chasing after it. He's lost it to Malagoni. Maybe there's a counter-attack on here. He's found Z Gomez. Excellent ball out wide to Sane. He's got the pace to terrorise this defence, but he shoots straight at Jordan Pickford. Kovacic to Correa. Trying to cut inside. He's managed to keep the ball. Malagoni hasn't though. Now Coco finds Bale. That can't be the Bale. I think it might be, you know. Asoro back across to Bale. There's Cooley Woodrow, who hammers it past Murray. And it's 1-0 to Sunderland. Free kick for Lukaku into the area. And Phil Jones has given away a penalty. Apparently he's handballed it. And we could be about to lose this match. Upsets Cooley Woodrow. And Murray has saved another penalty. Correa having a run. Cuts inside. There's Malagoni. I can confirm that it is not Gareth Bale. It is apparently Lee Bale. Chambers into Z Gomez. Sane straight at Pickford. Kovacic through to Z Gomez. Across to Correa. Still looking to create a real chance. Z Gomez to Sane. He sends it into Kovacic. Through to Correa. Surely now he has absolutely rosetted it. Chambers into Sane. Edge of the area. Origi's in there. Bale gets it away. Ball over to Malagone. We desperately need to get an equaliser. We cannot lose to Sunderland. Kovacic to Sane. He's got Origi there, and Origi's hit the post. Sessegnon taking the ball down the left flank. We've got to be careful. We've got 6 players on yellow cards at the moment. Malagone's one of them, and he's going to get sent off. There he goes. It's a red card for Malagone. That's 7 yellow cards we picked up in this match. I cannot say the players have lacked passion today. They've just lacked on follow-through. Sane to Chambers. Sends the ball in. And Wijnaldum's done it. I honestly did not see that coming. We went down to 10 men, but Wijnaldum was at the far post to touch the ball in, and that's a proper derby match. Well, it's been a brutal and bloody match. We've been unfortunate to only draw it, but given how late we left it, I'm not going to be too annoyed at the team. We're still top of the league. United can't catch us, so we will stay there, but it is getting a little bit tight. It is time for the Champions League knockout stage draw, and I think we're a little bit lucky that most of the big teams are in the first part. We'll avoid the likes of Real Madrid, PSG, Barcelona and Bayern Munich, but there's still quite a few teams we could pull out of the second part. Luckily, Manchester City are the only English team who made it through alongside us, so there aren't too many English teams that would block out the other big teams. So there's a good chance we could pull Ajax, Celtic or Napoli, but we could also pull Atletico, Dortmund, Juventus. It is literally 50-50. Let's get the draw underway. Athletic Madrid, I really don't want them for the 3rd season in a row. Oh, they go to Bayern. Celtic would be good, but they get Real Madrid. Dortmund, Barcelona. Man City pull Benfica. So Juventus are the team we're looking to avoid. And we've got them. That is going to be tough. Juventus are a very good team. A couple of draws in here that we could definitely get past if we do make it to the quarterfinals. But we've got to get there first. It's going to be tough taking on Juventus. We're back in league action against Leicester today. I'm hoping for an easier ride than we had against Sunderland. I think the derby maybe got a few players a bit too wound up. It's caused a bit of a problem in the team having so many yellow cards because a few players are now unavailable, including Baba Rahman. So Elikim Mangala is having to fill in at left back, not his natural position. We've also had to bring Adam Phillips back into the team, but if he plays half as well as he did against Porto, he'll get at least 1 goal. The rest of the team is pretty much the same, reasonably well rested, so they should be able to get a good performance today. We've got plenty of fresh legs on the bench if we need them. Leroy Sane sends the ball over the top. It's cut out by Leicester. Chambers down the line for Leroy Sane. He can whip it in, beats the defender, sends it across, and Origi's there to nod it home. We're 1-0 up. Origi hasn't been at his best so far this season, but he's got his 7th goal. Mahrez cutting inside from the right-hand side. The ball put into the box, but an excellent tackle gets it away, and now Sane can counter-attack. Origi through to Correa, who's in behind the back line, and I don't know what that was. Kovacic to Cook. Ball over the top for Origi. Plays it into Leroy Sane, who's just had his shot tipped onto the post by the keeper. An excellent save. Phillips cuts out the ball. There's Lewis Cook to Wijnaldum, who's come on. He's been playing so well, and he scores that 2nd goal, making the breakthrough, and he has got to be put in the first team. There is a full-time whistle. We have managed to win 2-0. It was a bit of a lucky escape when Yamazai hit the post, but Wijnaldum came on, got the 2nd goal with a bit of excellent skill, and we do remain top of the table after 17 games, just 1 point clear of United. We are back to full strength for another North East derby against Middlesbrough. We're at home for this one, so I'm hoping we can come through without too many difficulties. Lewis Cook is back, as is Babarama. They're both fully fresh, but the entire team is looking pretty good given the point of the season we're at. It's the 20th of December. Normally teams are knackered around this time. The rest of the team is as it was before. We should be able to carry on where we left off and get another good win. Babarama on the left flank sends it in. It's cleared away. Melagoni's there. Now Chambers back across to Melagoni. His crossfield ball finds Rahman. Pulls it back. Origi hits it into the top corner, and he scored early in the match, as he did against Leicester, to put us ahead. Kovacic finds Origi. He's managed to keep the ball. There's Melagoni back to Kovacic. Ball out to Chambers. Sends it across to Sane, who takes his time and slots it home for 2-0. Kovacic has won the ball. Finds Correa. He's cutting across field. Finds Leroy Sane, who finds the back of the net. 3-0. Kovacic in the area. A foul's gone on in there. Darun with the foul. He's already got a yellow card. Looks like he's going to escape the double punishment, I think. Should be Leroy Sane to take the penalty and get his hat-trick. Sane steps up and does score. Leroy Sane has his hat-trick. I think he's our top scorer at the moment with 13 goals. Kovacic to Melagoni. Now Musqui carrying a knock. Finds Sane. Back to Callum Chambers. There's Kovacic in space. Into Musqui. He's still going. Comes to Wijnaldum. Musqui again. Does tap it home. Calf strain or not. He's made it 5-0. Well, that is a very satisfying way to end the episode. A 5-0 victory over one of our local rivals, which means that we remain top of the league, 3 points clear of Manchester United now. We're a good 9 points clear of 5th place, so the Champions League is looking pretty certain. It's all about if we can win the Premier League, and on our current trajectory, I think we'll do it. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. It's another very, very good episode in the wider picture of this season. It's been a good season overall, just the 3 defeats so far in all competitions, only 1 in the Premier League. Disappointing draws at Everton and Sunderland aside. We've done very well, winning 4-0, 4-0, 2-0 and 5-0, keeping clean sheets in all of our home games. Not a bad way to go when we've got Aston Villa next and they're 19th in the league. Then it's Watford who are 17th, Southampton who are 18th, and then Sunderland in the FA Cup. It's a nice little Christmas run of fixtures that should set us up nicely. It's also worth noting that the end of season run is 4 very winnable games. So if we're in a position by the time we take on Tottenham to actually win the title, we could definitely do it with this finish. But that is looking very far ahead. Right now, I'm just happy with sitting top of the table. If you are too, drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to see if we can go all the way this time. But until next time, see ya.